Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm excited to tell you about DeliveryStream. DeliveryStream provides teams the ability to configure and trigger continuum automation within version 1 lifecycle work items. Generally, teams developing software using Lifecycle would have to use multiple tools to carry out routine actions, such as creating a code branch, triggering a build. DeliveryStream now allows teams to trigger any automation activity in Continuum with a single click right within version 1 lifecycle. Let's take a look. DeliveryStream is located under the Administration's menu DevOps option. In order to enable DeliveryStream, we must specify and validate our Continuum instance information. To do so, the first thing we're going to do is enable DeliveryStream, and then enter our Continuum instance URL, then enter our Continuum API access token, and click Save to validate this information. Once the information is correctly validated, you will receive a success message. And you will see the 5 different areas for each of the work item types for which actions can be configured. These are project, portfolio item, story, defect, and test set. Keep in mind that actions configured for each will show under every work item with that type. That is to say, actions configured at the story level will show for all stories in my version 1 lifecycle instance. In order to add a new action, simply click the Add button found beside each work item type. This will bring up the Add Action Configuration dialog box, where you can specify the details of the action. The title field will contain the general high-level description of the action. For this example, I'm going to use Start Feature. The description field will contain the general low-level description of the action. I can add more details here about what this does. The payload field will contain information about the automation unit I am triggering in Continuum. For instance, if we want to trigger a pipeline, I must include the pipeline's definition, project, and group. You can find payload guidelines in the DeliveryStream help page. Finally, the trigger type will define the Continuum automation to be triggered. The available options are pipeline, task, webhook, and canvas. Once I have specified all the relevant information, I will save this action. And now I see the action has been added to the action list for that particular work item type. In this case, portfolio item. From here, I can also edit or delete the existing actions. Let's see what executed in action looks like. Okay, once I have the desired work item on the screen, I will click on the new DeliveryStream icon on the left panel. This will show all the available actions for this work item type. In this particular case, the available actions for portfolio items. For each action, we will see the action's title and description, as well as the Run button to execute the action. We also see the history icon on the top right. We'll cover that later. When we execute the action, the button state will change while the action is running, and it will turn green on success and red on failure. Please note that a successful response only means that Continuum received the payload successfully. However, to check the outcome of the automation routine, we will have to go into Continuum to check. Okay, so once the action execution has completed, the history icon will be enabled, and we will be able to click on it and go into the history for each of the actions on this particular work item. The DeliveryStream history dialog box provides a drop-down with all the actions that are configured for this asset type. Once we select an action, a list of the instances of the action being executed is presented. You will see the status for each one of those, date and time, as well as the user. Simply click on the instance you want to audit, and the response and request detail will be presented on the right. This will allow you to view the details of the payload that was sent and received for this particular execution of the action. In this particular case, we see the HTTP status code. And if we click on the request tab, we will see the original payload that was sent to that endpoint. Feel free to visit the DeliveryStream page in our community site for more info. Thank you.